Hello everyone, this is Nirmal here for Technique, and in this video we will do the detailed review of the ASUS Zenfone 2. So the Zenfone 2 was first announced at the CES 2015, and this is one of the few devices which came with 4GB RAM. So we have the high-end variant. This has a 2.3 GHz Intel Atom quad-core chipset with 4GB RAM and 32GB internal storage. It has 5.5-inch Full HD display and it runs Android 5.0 Lollipop with a custom Zen UI. So that is the spec aspect of this device. So it also comes with a 3000 mAh battery. So let's now go into the detailed aspects of this device. So this device comes in multiple variants. You have the ZE 550ml, which is priced 12,999. Then you have the 551ml with 2GB RAM around 14,999, and we have this 2.3 GHz as well as 1.8 GHz around 18, 19K and 20K. There is also 64GB variant available. So we have the 2.3 GHz variant, the quad-core chipset with 4GB RAM. So let's get started with a review. First up, let's see the design and build quality. So design wise, if you see this device, you can see that the device looks a lot like the first generation Zenphones, the Zenfone 5 and 6. You can see here the 3 capacitive buttons. We have the pattern at the bottom. So this pattern was available on the Zenfone 5 as well. On the top you have the ASUS branding, the front camera, and the 5.5-inch Full HD display. Now if you turn back, you can see here it has a kind of different design when compared to the first series Zenphones. So we have a curved back panel and it has a brushed metallic finishing, although it's made of plastic. So you can see here the edges are pretty slim, so that gives the phone a good feel in the hands, and the curved rear panel gives good grip on the device. And there is also a change here with respect to the design. So you can see here below the camera you have the volume button. Previously on the Zenfone first series we have the power button and the volume keys on the sides. Now we have the volume key on the rear panel. We have the dual LED flash, the camera, ASUS branding, and on the top you have the power button and the 3.5mm audio jack, and at the bottom you have this micro USB charging slot. So that was the design aspect. So all in all, we would say it's a pretty good device in this price point. It's well built device. Although the material quality could have been slightly better, we would say this is a premium device when compared to the first series Zenphones. So this is a premium device, so we would have expected slightly better build quality, overall build quality on the Zenfone 2. But nevertheless, this device is a well built device. Now moving on to the display, this has a 5.5-inch Full HD display, and the display is pretty vibrant and sharp as well. So colors look pretty good, and even the viewing angles are really great. The touch response is also pretty smooth. So all in all, we would say the display on this device is pretty good. The Full HD display is really good for gaming as well as watching videos, because it's pretty vibrant as well as colorful as well. So that was the display aspect. Now moving on to the software and performance. So this phone comes with Android 5.0 out of the box, and the custom Zen UI. So Zen UI, which we reviewed last year, we said that this is one of the highly customized ROMs available for Android, and it does have a lot of features and customized look. So you can see the notification center is totally different when you compare with the stock Android experience. So there are lots of features included, and it's also customizable. Even the settings menu is also completely different when you compare with the stock Android experience. And you have a lot of things like power management and gesture support and Zen motion, and also a lot of features are included in the software. So all in all, we would say the software is pretty good and feature rich, but it may not be as feature rich and polished like the MIUI on Xiaomi devices. So that's one area the Zen UI lags behind the MIUI, the overall polishing and the amount of customization available in the form of themes and other steps which is available on the Xiaomi's MIUI. That is not really available on the Zen UI, but still the Zen UI is really good UI in terms of the overall features. And talking about the performance, this comes with a 2.3 GHz Intel quad-core CPU with 4GB RAM, and the performance was spot on. There was no lag or issues with this device, and it was really good performance. So all in all, we would say this device has really great performance. There was no lag or issues. Even when switching apps, when you're running multiple apps at the same time, there is no lag. The gaming performance was also really good. The 5.5-inch Full HD display was ideal for gaming. There was no lag or issues, and the overall performance with 4GB RAM was really good. Now this phone comes with a dual SIM card. There is 4G LTE support on a single SIM card, and the second SIM card is 2G enabled. so that's another good thing. Now in the storage aspect, this device comes with 32GB internal storage. There is also a 64GB variant, and the lower priced variant is available in 16GB storage. But having said that, you have micro SD card expansion slot. That's another good thing. So you can always expand the storage via micro SD card, and also install apps on the SD card. So that's one good thing. So all in all, we would say this device has pretty good overall software and performance. Although you can see that the UI is pretty heavy in terms of the overall memory usage. You can see that around 1.5 to 2GB is used most of the time. So it is a heavy UI, but still you got 4GB RAM, so there is no lag or issues on this device. Now moving on to the camera. So the camera is a 13 megapixel rear camera with the Pixel Master camera. That's the trademark of Zenphones, and you can see a lot of features are included. You have the manual mode, HDR, beautification, low light, GIF animation, night mode. A lot of features are included. It's a feature rich camera and does come with a lot of options as well. Now talking about the camera performance. This camera does perform pretty well in daylight conditions. It is a pretty good camera in daylight, and the performance was also pretty good. The low light shots were just okay. There was noise, but still the performance was okay. We do have a lot of other devices like the Xiaomi Mi 4 and OnePlus One in this price range with great camera experience, and the Zenfone 2 with the 13 megapixel rear camera is also pretty good in terms of the overall performance. So that's the rear camera performance. The full HD recording on this camera also was pretty good, and it did work pretty well. So if you want to look at have a look at the camera sample, so we have uploaded a camera sample video on our YouTube channel, so you can have a look at that and see the camera samples. So that was the rear camera. The phone also comes with a front facing 5 megapixel camera, which is pretty good for selfies and video calls. So you can see there is a beautification mode, and it's pretty useful as well. So you can see, you can just swipe in here, you can have the timer, and also other different modes. You can see here you can increase the beautification. A lot of aspects are included here. So overall it's a pretty feature rich front facing camera, and does work well for selfies and video calls. So that was the camera performance of the Zenfone 2. Now talking about the battery life, this phone comes with a 3000 mAh battery. Although the battery capacity is on par with the Xiaomi Mi 4 and OnePlus One, the performance was not really that great. We tested the battery performance, and we could get almost a day of usage, but not really the best. The performance was pretty decent, but not really the best in this category. We have the Xiaomi Mi 4 with better battery performance, and even the OnePlus One has also pretty good battery performance. So we are not really happy with the battery performance on this device, but still you can get 1 day of usage with average usage on this device. So that was a detailed review of the ASUS Zenfone 2. So this device is the device which we tested is priced around 20k. That's the 4GB RAM variant. So for that variant, the pricing is really good and really worth the money. So that's all guys with a detailed review of the ASUS Zenfone 2. Hope you liked this video. If you have any queries, drop in a comment and we'll be glad to help you out with the queries. If you like this video, do hit the like button and also subscribe to our YouTube channel for more videos. Thanks for watching this video. Have a great day.